Bitcoin. Bitcoin was the first time that economics became a science.
Bitcoin is a software network engineered to host a safe haven asset. It's an engineered monetary energy network so that you can store and channel energy without power loss. It's the first one. It's the first successful one. I mean, people tried it before, I guess. It's the first successful one. If you define success as capturing $100 billion worth of monetary energy in it. And in that regard, it's a thing of beauty, but it's an engineering breakthrough. Just like a nuclear reactor, just like a space shuttle, right? Just like an aeroplane. It's an engineering, just like a railroad. Did it cost a lot of money to build the first one? Yes. Did it actually cut the cost of moving stuff around by a factor of 1,000 or 1,000,000? Yes. Is it a revolutionary network? Yes. Did people understand it when it first hit? Most didn't. Will they eventually? I think so.
And Michael, you've got this deep fascination with physics, mechanics, mining, and industrial sort of mindset. And by the way, Michael, I know we're a little over time, so if you need to go, let me know. I know you're a busy guy.
I'm good for a few more minutes.
Awesome. Have you ever thought about doing anything Bitcoin mining related? We had a few people ask questions around that. If you are at all personally interested.
I think everybody in the economy has got to decide where they want to focus their energies. And Bitcoin is an economy. It's a cyber economy. Once upon a time, America was this great capitalist nation, land of the free and capitalist, and everybody doing business in the quest for the almighty, worshiping the almighty dollar, right? That's America, the Warren Buffett America, right? Well, Bitcoin is an economy in cyberspace, everybody creating their own business in worship of the almighty Bitcoin. Okay, so the difference being at least Bitcoin is a conservative energy and the dollar has got a leak in it, right? So having said that, you have to decide where in the economy you want to be. You can be an investor. You can be a trader, right? You can be an analyst, an advisor. People are giving good advice. You can be an exchange. You can be a bank. You can issue loans. You can sell volatility. You can buy volatility. You can do futures, right? I mean, these are all things you can do. You can build mobile apps like PayPal and Square are doing, plugged into it, right? They're leveraging their assets. MicroStrategy is an enterprise intelligence company. What we're good at is extracting insights from raw data. So what you can figure is we run a node, we extract the entire blockchain from the node. When I'm thinking about what we're going to do, I'm thinking we should extract that entire blockchain, turn it into a MicroStrategy data set, start to build hyper intelligence and business intelligence on top of the blockchain, and give the world some tools that they can use to create their own custom intelligence in that Bitcoin ecosystem. And if I take the 100 million lines of code and the 30 years of experience that we've got in business intelligence, where I'm quite sure we're the best in the world at that, and I tack on the Bitcoin blockchain data set, and then I put the two together, I'm going to deliver billions of dollars of software value to the Bitcoin cyber economy that people that are interested in that are going to use. Right, so that's me bringing my assets in an overwhelming way to the network. Right, if I can't take $10 billion worth of software and adapt it to Bitcoin, it's not likely that I'm going to take 100 million in capital and be the world's best miner. So if we go to mining, I think mining makes sense if you have an edge in electricity. Like the fundamental issue is mining is like three things, right? It's, do I understand electricity and can I get it and can I hold it for the next decade? And can I get it at a rate that's more competitive And this is a brutal observation, I have to get electricity at a rate that's more competitive than the cheapest electricity producer on earth at every given time, which means I have to actually ask the question, is it possible the Chinese government will give away the electricity for free, or will the Iranians or will the Russians give away electricity for free so that they can actually grab the Bitcoin or monetize that hardware or something, or create jobs? You can dump electricity on the market. So that's the first question. The second question is, can I actually get an edge in the SHA-256 ASICs? Right? Because it's encrypted energy, right? If I just put the energy out there, that's analog. But if I'm going to run a hash curtain, I'm going to have hardware. Okay, so can I get an edge there? And the third is, do I know how to operate a data center, and can I manage all of the business operations? So there are three different things, and if I owned a bunch of energy and I had nothing else to do with it, then I'm a strategic low-cost provider. But for me to go onto the spot market and buy energy on the spot market and buy ASICs on the spot market and then learn to do it, it's like, I'm the newbie, but I don't have any particular advantage in this space. Dan, if I had $100 million worth of capital, I could go and I could set up a mining operation, and then I could buy energy, and then I could worry about whether my energy provider is going to screw me and triple the price. And I could worry about whether the Chinese or the Indian government will give it away for free. And I could worry about whether the ASICs will be out of date. And then I could worry about the price of Bitcoin. But I could just take the 100 million and buy Bitcoin and stop worrying. Because let me tell you what the risk is. The risk if you buy Bitcoin is the price goes down or the price goes up. If the price goes down, it was a mistake. If the price goes up, it was brilliant. On the other end, take the $100 million and set up a Bitcoin miner. Well, the energy might cause Bitcoin might go up and you don't get any because your hardware is not competitive. Bitcoin might go up and you don't get any because your electricity is not competitive. Bitcoin might go up and you don't get any because it takes you 10 years to get it. Bitcoin might go up and you don't get it because you screw up your data center. Bitcoin might go up and you don't get it because the politicians changed the law regarding mining and tax it. There's a lot of ways that you don't make any money or you lose, even though Bitcoin goes up if you're a miner. And if Bitcoin goes down and you did everything perfectly as a miner, you still lose. And one more point, and I'm sorry if I'm beating this to death, but if I put 100 million into Bitcoin, I could sell volatility against it and generate a yield if I wanted to, or I could borrow against it if I wanted to. If I put 100 million into SHA-256 hash powers and next to some hydroelectric dam somewhere, I can't borrow against it and I can't sell the volatility. And so if you look at it from that point of view, the bottom line is you need an edge in the ecosystem. That's just Apple, PayPal should do what they did. They have an edge in consumer wallet on a mobile device. They shouldn't be in the business of giving people cold storage with 24 seed keys, and that's not their business. They shouldn't do that, right? They should do what they can do, right? And Apple, when they do Apple Pay, they should just put in Apple Pay, buy some Bitcoin, done, simple. Everybody should play their position. That's the whole beauty of a cyber economy. Don't you think there's going to be 100,000 business models and 100,000 businesses, and some are going to work and some are not going to work? And by the way, the most brilliant, beautiful, perfect mining rig, you have like free electricity and you have the world's best ASICs, and one guy gets elected governor and he outlaws mining in your jurisdiction and you lost it all. Like, the definition of anti-fragile, right? Is it like, not we don't expect stuff to break. We expect it to break. When it breaks, the mining shifts somewhere else. And that's why we love the thing. And so there are some people They have no choice. If I'm sitting in the middle of China and I have no other way to make money and I'm next to a hydro dam, and if there's no use of the energy whatsoever, and the only thing in the universe I can do is mine Bitcoin, sounds like a pretty good idea to them.